Hi there, Virgo. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca. I'm back. Hi, so glad to be back. What can I say? It's been an interesting 4 months. Much has changed, as you can tell, and I'm so happy for the love and encouragement. I can't tell you how wonderful everyone has been and how patient and encouraging everyone has been to help get me back on this path. So, yeah, that's for those of you returning. Love you guys. And for those of you who are brand new, I pulled 5 cards red. The first card is your recent past. The second card is your present situation. The third card is your blockage. The fourth card is your message from spirit. And the fifth card is the potential outcome. We'll pull clarifiers on them all. And I've already shuffled and premeditated on your cards. I do not take reversals from the main deck. This deck is called The Influence of the Angels for those of you who are interested. And the clarifying deck is the Tarot Illuminati, which I love. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. We have the World card. So attempting to closing out a cycle, trying to keep one going. Let's see. What's the present situation for Virgo? What is the present situation for Virgo? The King of Swords might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is the blockage? The Seven of Pentacles, time, assessment. Your message from Spirit is the Five of Pentacles. What is the potential outcome? My lovely, beautiful Virgos. The Wheel of Fortune. Very good. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. So this could be a message of love. It could be an apology. Could be a water sign. But it is just a message, right? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. Like I said, some of you might have ended something and you're speaking to a counselor right now, either a therapist, a doctor, a lawyer, someone with a lot of higher education. Thank you. Your blockage is, if you're trying to become this person with a higher education, is actually making the time and investment. For some of you, it's just trying to decide which fruits to pick. Your message from Spirit is the Five of Pentacles, and I definitely want some clarification on this because I feel like this is accepting your woundings and asking for help. It could be yeah, I feel like it's accepting your woundings and asking for help. And then, of course, here we have to wait for the divine timing to step in your, and this is also a kind of a to be continued card. So let's get some clarifiers, shall we? Let's clarify the World card in Virgo's past. Let's clarify the World card. It's the Five of Cups. the High Priestess, sorry, floor cards, and the Five of Wands. Okay. For some of you, you're perpetuating a cycle of, I feel like fighting the same fight. You're not listening to your intuition, and or you weren't listening to the intuition. You're not hearing that tiny voice within. You might also be creating an emotional conflict somewhere in your past with either Pisces, but it's almost like you're fighting off like almost a spiritual path, being stuck in a situation of grief, feeling like you don't have enough. Now you have two fives, and two fives, fives talk about change and conflict, but primarily change. So let's look at this King of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Princess of Cups. So maybe there was a message you were waiting for that's not coming in, an emotional message, or maybe an emotional message that you sent isn't being reciprocated, or it's just some petty emotional manipulation kind of going on somewhere. Oh, that was quick. The Death card in reverse. The Queen of Cups in the upright. So some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. We have the Five of Pentacles again, and the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups in the upright. That's two kings. So the Death card in reverse talks about a sudden ending, something that was really sudden. And it also talks about, or it could be like a long, drawn out ending. We have the Queen of Cups in the upright. So this is a very intuitive queen. This is the friend queen. But this queen knows her worth, and she's not going to just give her love out to anybody. With the Five of Pentacles in the upright and the King of Wands in reverse. Now the people in the Five of Pentacles heading right towards this King of Wands in reverse. So this is an incredibly codependent, and for the lack of a better word, narcissistic tendency. It could be a lot of emotional manipulation that either someone isn't falling for, or someone's trying to transform and transmute into a higher knowledge. So let's look at the Seven of Pentacles and become emotionally balanced. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. are in your reading. The Hermit card. Studying something. Assessing something. This is your blockage. The Six of Pentacles in the upright. That's beautiful energy. Oh, that's too many, and they hit the floor. Kidding. I'm kidding. Every time that happens. So what came out was the Four of Swords in reverse, the Princess of Cups in the upright, and the Prince of Cups in reverse. So this talks all about, I just heard no rest for the wicked in my head. This talks about emotional manipulation, and like almost intentionally, purposely doing so. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Please clarify. There it is. We have the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's being very stubborn. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Justice card. In the upright, someone's being very stubborn. And not looking at their investments in a balanced way. So the Seven of Pentacles talks all about seeds that you've planted and the fruit and the trees that's growing. So your blockage is actually going within and lighting your own light and making it and finding a balance between give and take and what and your worth. I have two Virgo cards here in your blockage, which tells me that this is an inner issue, and it's also there's a lot of pentacles here. This talks about balance, right? Truth, honesty, balance. Here, Justice is not blind, right? She's not wearing a blindfold. Let's look at this Five of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. Please clarify the Five of Pentacles. I just heard feel the loss. So it goes back to the duality of the universe, right? So if it weren't for rainy days, we wouldn't appreciate sunny days. If it weren't for dark days, we wouldn't appreciate light days. If it weren't for day, it would, night, we wouldn't appreciate the day. If it weren't for fear, we wouldn't have joy. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a clarifier, but that's just telling you what my guides are whispering to me. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. Thank you. and the Seven of Pentacles again. So your message from Spirit is to assess, assess relationships with other people. And again, I keep hearing, feel the loss. You can't release it. You have to look at, if you're repeating cycles, then you're always going to get exactly what if you're doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same thing over and over again. And the definition of insanity is repeating that. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Ace of Cups. To fill your own cup first before you can give it to anyone, right? Please clarify the Ace of Cups. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune. Thank you. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Temperance. So this all says that it's time to, where you're heading is letting go of this winner takes all, and taking the time to heal and feel those wounds. You'll walk away victorious. Okay, we are going to get you some oracle cards, Virgo. This is the Goddess Power Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. You have number 44, Mastery. Beautiful. And this is the Spirit Animal Oracle, also by Colette Baron Reed. What is final message for Virgo? Crow Spirit. Co-create with Spirit. All right. The bottom of the deck is see your spirit, watch and wait. All right. And I'm so sorry for any of these that I mispronounce. I want to say this is pronounced Saraswati. Sarati, I think. Okay, number 44. If anybody know how to say it, let me know how to say it. Mastery is a genuine sense of effortless knowledge after a period of dedicated immersion. The Hindu goddess Saraswati asks you to enter her domain of art, language, knowledge, music, and poetry, and make this commitment to go the distance. Immerse yourself, body, mind, and spirit in discovering all aspects of what's at hand. Learn and then learn more. Right now, if you adopt the role of apprentice and are willing to devote your heart and mind to something, you will become a true master. Deep wisdom knows only continuous learning. No matter what question you've come to explore, the goddess Saraswati reminds you that the pursuit of mastery is never ending, so enjoy every minute of it. Are you someone who begins things with great enthusiasm, but when you realize the scope of the situation, you move on to something else? Could it be you're dealing with someone like this? Ambivalence is something to be careful of at this time, as you recognize you need more knowledge and energy than what you have to move forward competently. The goddess Saraswati reminds you that there are no shortcuts on this journey, and partial knowledge does not make you a master. In fact, your alignment task is to stop working in a scattered way. It's time for some deep diving into the subject of your inquiry to really get a command of the terrain. Offer the commitment of your time and energy, and you will feel the surge of power as you move into a more masterful role in all areas of your life. Stick with it, keep learning, and keep practicing your craft, your heart commitment, your meditation, and your self expression. Stay present to it all, and you will be glad you did. So, right here, we were talking about feeling like you don't have enough, but this is a keying of higher learning, right? And this was about taking the time to study and balance and letting go of a stubborn view. Okay, number 17. So you actually have two eights. 44 is an 8, and 17 is 1 plus 7 equals 8. And that talks about your divine life journey. Co-create with spirit. As you look around you, can you sense the magic that pulses through the world? Have you witnessed how every thought can become a thing? How every intention can call the universe into action as the sacred laws shape what you experience? The universe works in perfect order. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with spirit, you will want to crow with delight, feeling the excitement and wonder of being in harmony with something much larger than yourself. Crow Spirit says you are right on target now to see your dreams magically come into being in the visible world. The laws of abundance, compensation, frequency, and praise are operating in your favor now. Remember to be grateful and praise what is yours, even if it is still coalescing into form, still residing in the invisible realms of co-creation. No matter what area of your life you're connected with now, what you hope for is on its way, for Spirit is your co-creation partner. Crow Spirit wants to know why you think there is no magic in the world, or do you believe that there once was, but it ran out, leaving nothing but ordinariness? Although conditions have become challenging, you have no reason to believe that everything you've set an intention for will elude you. Right now, the outer world is shifting. Can you feel it? Maybe you are fretting about experiencing the results of some of your poor choices or judgments from the past. Crow Spirit is here to remind you that you can always course correct and get back on track. Maybe you've been hit by a loss or disappointment as a result of an event that had absolutely nothing to do with your manifesting, yet it has shaken you to your core. Crow Spirit asks you to trust that no matter the temporary conditions, things will right themselves very soon. The law of balance makes it inevitable that this too shall pass. That is your reading, Virgo. I hope it was helpful, and if you like it, please hit the like and subscribe button. Share it with your friends. Remember, I love you. Have a good night. Bye.